As a physical phenomenon, when you have an orgasm, your heart beats faster and your breathing gets quicker. But there's so much more. Orgasms are very popular, hence there being a whole day named as an annual celebration, National Orgasm Day, in July. But most of us don't know exactly what happens when it happens. When you have an orgasm, your heart beats faster and your breathing gets quicker and heavier, says the NHS. But from this list, there are so many more reasons to have orgasms, and so much more to learn about them. 1. People who orgasm more, look younger. Dr. David Weeks, a British consultant clinical psychologist and former head of old age psychology at the Royal Edinburgh Hospital, surveyed 3,500 people and found those who had more orgasms looked younger. A vigorous sex life was the second most important determinant of how young a person looked. Only physical activity proved more important than sex in keeping aging at bay. 2. Climaxing is a great natural stress reliever. When we orgasm, the hormone oxytocin is released from nerve cells in the hypothalamus into the bloodstream, and this molecule, affectionately known as the love molecule, helps people feel warm and fuzzy and induces feelings of optimism, increased self-esteem and trust. Studies have also shown that a rise in oxytocin levels can relieve pain, including from headache, cramps and overall body aches. 3. Climaxing helps tackle insomnia. While, anecdotally, sleepiness after orgasm is more associated with men than women, it can actually similarly affect both sexes. Our brains release a cocktail of chemicals upon climax, which include oxytocin and vasopressin. These chemicals are associated with releases of melatonin, which helps regulate your sleep. 4. Birthgasms exist, and women have them. Literally an orgasm when you're giving birth. It may seem like the furthest thing from your mind, but orgasmic childbirth, a film by childbirth educator Deborah Pascali-Bonaro says labor is sexual and that pleasure during it is a neglected human right. One mom has even gone into detail explaining how she had one. 5. There are masturbation world records. The world record for the longest time spent masturbating to orgasm is 6 hours 30 minutes for a woman, and 8 hours 30 minutes for a man. There was no details specifying the erotic material they were using as a stimulus. 6. Death becomes her, if she's really into it. Some women faint when they climax and, in rare cases, have had heart failure and died. 7. Coregasms are thing. 2. A coregasm is an exercise-induced orgasm, most widely reported to occur during core work, first discussed through anecdotal accounts in 1953. Sexologist Alfred Kinsey wrote in Sexual Behavior in the Human Female that 5% of women he spoke with mentioned experiencing orgasms during exercise. 8. Semen has antidepressant properties. A study from the State University of New York found that women who regularly have unprotected sex are less depressed. It seems semen contains a hefty cocktail of molecules including mood-elevating estrogen and oxytocin, cortisol, melatonin, antidepressant prolactin, thioterpin-releasing hormone and serotonin. 9. Orgasms boost the immune system. According to the British Medical Journal, there's a strong correlation between orgasms and mortality rates. Those who orgasm 2 times a week or more can add up to 8 years onto their life. Apparently it boosts the immune system, heart health and brain power. So orgasms make us not only look younger, they help us to live longer too. 10. Men and women's orgasm contractions both occur at 0.8 second intervals. Most couples tend not to orgasm together during coitus, with the vast majority of females, 69%, stating they rarely or never orgasm from intercourse alone, while 75% of males do, according to the Lelo Global Sex Survey. It's widely known more than 2/3 of women prefer clitoral stimulation. But did you know that when men and women do reach climax, their orgasmic contractions both occur at 0.8 second intervals? 11. You can train yourself to have a better orgasm. The muscles that contract during orgasm are called PC muscles, a hammock-like structure that supports your pelvic organs. Kegel exercises train this set of muscles, and offer well-known benefits such as better bladder control. However, in both men and women, performing regular Kegels can increase the intensity and frequency of orgasms as well. Dr. Ian Kerner, author of She Comes First, says, "Your intimate muscles are like any other muscle, their power and efficiency improve with a regular workout." 12. There are climaxing creatures in the animal kingdom. It's still unproven whether female animals have orgasms, but according to a researcher at the Kinsey Institute, rabbits and ferrets do. Apparently a film of two ferrets mating showed, by the expression on the face, that an orgasm did occur. 13. Some women could orgasm once every 0.6 minutes. Sex researchers Cothery and Cole, authors of The Fundamentals of Sex, have claimed that it's possible for some women to orgasm up to 100 times in an hour. 14. The average speed of male ejaculation is 28 miles per hour, which means they're traveling faster than Usain Bolt. But once sperm enter the vagina, they slow down. It takes 5 minutes to travel the 6 inches to the cervix and can take up to 72 hours to reach an egg, says Mark Elliott, director of the Institute for Psychological and Sexual Health in Columbus, Ohio. Usain Bolt, on the other hand, has a top speed of just 27.78 miles per hour. 15. Orgasms get better with age. The Lelo Global Sex Survey shows only 4% of females are fully satisfied with their climax and only 31% orgasm during intercourse. But the older women get, the more satisfaction they report, with more than 75% of those over 60 claiming their satisfaction is better than ever before, and more claim to orgasm during intercourse.